Hey guys, it is time for my January Shop My Stash. January 2023. So my first Shop My Stash of 2023. Here we go. Please excuse my hair. I just colored it today and we're just going to my in-laws for dinner, and I like to give my hair, like, after I color it, I like to give it a couple days and not do anything to it heat-wise or anything like that, products and stuff. So that is why it's air drying and looking like this. So we're just gonna ignore that. So we're gonna run through my products from December really fast and just go over that really quick. And then, of course, at the end, I will show you what my new picks are. But I definitely have some thoughts on some stuff. And so, yeah, I want to share that with you. First up is my Wet n Wild eyeshadow primer. This sucker, I used it up. So it is gone. It is finished. And, of course, I still love it. It's my tried and true. Now, speaking of the eyelash or eyeshadow primers, I had pulled this Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion. It's okay. I don't think it's anything great. I most definitely would never pay what they charge for this. And something I have come to, probably one of my biggest realizations since doing Shop My Stash, is if it ain't broke, don't fix it. If there are products that you absolutely love, why keep searching for something else? Now, not to say that, I mean, obviously if you're a makeup lover, it's fun to do sometimes, but I'm just saying, like, I know I love this eyeshadow primer and it's super inexpensive. So I'm not going to keep trying more expensive eyeshadow primers to see if I like them better, because guess what? I don't want to pay more for one. And also, this works phenomenally. So why would I even need anything else? So I kind of come to that realization. I don't see myself ever purchasing another kind of eyeshadow primer. Like, this was one I wanted to give away. That's the only reason I have it. But that's just kind of something I have really realized while doing Shop My Stash, that there are certain things that I just love and they're inexpensive. So why spend more and try to find something else? Now, if there's something that super sparked my interest just because I'm excited about it, that's different. But I'm not actively going out and looking for replacement products for things because, number one, that's not in my budget, and number two, it's just a waste of money. I don't really get it. So, okay, that was what I wanted to say about that. Next up were primers, and I had my Sephora Matte Super Matte Moisturizer, which sounds hilarious, but like seems contradictory, but I love this stuff, still do. Very happy to have it. The Too Faced Hangover Replenishing Face Primer. It's fine. I mean, I don't notice anything great about it, but I'll use it up because it was fine. The Wet n Wild Tinted Hydrator. And I have two different colors that I mix here, which this one is almost gone, but I think I bought another one. Pretty sure I bought a replacement for this one. I love these. It's kind of become like my favorite face product to use. So it's what I reach for all the time. And so I'm still happy with those. The Infallible Pro Matte, and actually, this is actually on my face today. And the Infallible Pro Matte, the L'Oreal Paris, and it's a natural buff. I have this on my face today. I still like it as having a little bit more coverage, but not much. Not much more than my skin tint. So I don't think I would purchase this over the skin tint though. So yeah. The concealer I have on today and I've been using like all month is the Kokie Be Bright, and this is in light. Like I said, I have it on right now, and I realized when I was going through my stuff that I had this Winky Lux one and I never even used it once. So it'll just go back in my drawer and we'll pull it a different month for a Shop My Stash. For powders, my Coty Airspun, tried and true, love it. Same kind of thing. I don't see myself ever purchasing a different kind of powder because this works great for my oily skin. It's inexpensive and I love it. And I've tried a lot of things that are more expensive and they don't work better or even as good sometimes. So that's another thing that I've kind of just discovered. That will be my repurchase all the time because why wouldn't it be, right? And it lasts forever. So I have to repurchase it like once every 2 years. But I did use the Bare Minerals Mineral Veil this month, and I really do like that. I liked it a lot, and so I will be happy to get more use out of that. Do I see myself purchasing it? No, because like I said, why would I purchase something more expensive? But I do like it. And then I used this Becca Light Shifter Finishing Veil, and that's actually what I have on my face today as my finishing powder. And a lot because the foundation was really matte, and I do have, because it's winter and like the air is a lot colder, my skin is getting like, has a couple little dry spots. So with the matte, I didn't want to put as much of a mattifying powder, so the powder has a little bit of shine to it. So I do like that. Is it like oil, you know, keeping under control? No, but for this type of a situation, I like it. Bronzer, the LYS in Motivate, it's their latest one. I love this stuff, you guys. Absolutely love it. So that's sticking around. While I'm talking about face products, I used the Too Faced Natural Face palette this month. And oh my gosh, for one thing, the smell is phenomenal. And it's another one of those things that when you open it, it's like a crime if you don't smell it, I'm pretty sure. But I have this bronzer on today and the 2 blushes mixed together I have on today. And I didn't use one of the highlights today, but I used them several times during the month, and I absolutely love this palette. I'm so happy that I have it. The other blush I pulled was the Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush in Quirky. And it looks like this, and I absolutely love this. Used it a ton, so happy to get more use out of it. My Essence Pure Nude Highlighter, tried and true, favorite. Yep, still is. What more can I say? And the Michaela Glam Light pressed highlighter, which looks like this. This is what I have on today. I like it's just subtle and pretty and a little more frosty than, or you know, like, yeah, I mean, it's just more frosty than like the Pure Nude. So, but yeah, I really like it. Still subtle, still my type of highlight. Special kind of eye type stuff. I had pulled these liners, these Urban Decay, what are these called again? Heavy metal liners. I actually didn't end up using them, so that's okay. And that's, you know, you pull stuff, and if you use it, you do. If you don't, you don't. And then the House Laboratories, I have the All Over Metallic Cream in Chains, which is gold, and you did see me use that in a look. Pretty sure. Yeah, you did. And then the Liquid Shimmer Powder in Dynasty, which is green, and the video I did with Kat, where we did a collab video, I used that for the look in there, and I liked that look so much that I recreated it 3 other times during December. So if that tells you anything, I thoroughly enjoy those liquid shimmer powders and the metallic creams. So those aren't going anywhere. Now for brows, I had the e.l.f. Instant Lift Brow Pencil in Neutral Brown. This is my favorite. Another thing, why would I purchase anything else? Because you can't really find anything less expensive than this, and this is what I like. It's not a tiny thin pencil. Some people are really into that. I really am not. This, I can do my brows super quick, and I like the way they look. The color's like perfect tone for me. So it's another one of those products. I will never go purchase a different kind of brow pencil because it just doesn't even make sense. Another brow product though that I did use this month was the Lottie London Arch Rival Brow Artist Pencil in dark brown, and that's what I have on my brows today. It is a little dark, like the tone is pretty good, but it does tend to go on a little bit dark, so I have to go back through and like spoolie it out, which fine, but it is a very small pencil, and like I said, I'm just discovering that really is not my favorite type of a brow pencil. I like the little bit bigger and can just do it faster because brows are not fun to me. It's not part of my routine that I like get excited about, so I just want to do it and be done with it, right? And then I do love me a good brow mascara, brow pomade, kind of to hold some of those crazy brows in place. And so I had my NYX tinted brow mascara in what's it in? Brunette. Looks like this. This is almost gone, so I absolutely love it. And then this is the Brow Atelier Groom and Sculpt Tinted Brow Gel in Truffle. And that's actually what I have on my brows today. Again, a little bit dark. It's a little bit wet of a formula, so I'm hoping it will kind of dry out a little bit because it's like no matter how careful I am, it ends up leaving like little streaks in places where your brows shouldn't be. So then I have to go back in with a spoolie after it dries and get it off. And so that's not my favorite. But I'm thinking maybe if it dries out a little bit, it won't be so messy, you know? Mascaras. The Bad Gal Bang from Benefit. This used to be like my absolute favorite mascara. It's just okay to me now. Like I don't know. It doesn't do that much for me. And so, I mean, it's fine. I'll use it, but it's not like something I'm excited about anymore. The Rhode Isle Mascara XXL. This actually I used a ton this month and I really like it. But then the other day when I wore it, I ended up having like stuff, like fallout stuff everywhere. So I'm like, is it just like starting to get dried out or something? I'm not really sure. I don't think so though, because it doesn't seem dry. But so I'll have to try it again and see if it's actually just getting where it's fussy or if that was just something weird that happened, but I don't know what would have caused it, so who knows. And then this is the ABH, Anastasia Beverly Hills, Lash Brag Volumizing Mascara. That's what I have on today. And I have 2 coats on, and I think it's pretty, and yeah, I think it's pretty. Then I, of course, have my Essence pencils in Black Midnight Sky, but first espresso and then silky nude. And this guy, I mean, it's getting real little. So I absolutely love these. I have this on right now. I love to tight line my upper lash line with these. And then this one, obviously I use in the waterline, but not today, I didn't, but love these, and they will move to my next Shop My Stash. They are just a staple product that I use pretty much every time I do my makeup. You know, I'm using at least one of them. So as far as other liners go, I have this ColourPop one. I can't remember if I ever used this during the month, to be honest with you. I don't know if I used this one either. Did I? I don't know that I did. I did use this, but I think it's drying out. So let me go ahead and, oh wait, no. Oh, that's right. I started to use it and it wasn't working good, and then I sharpened it again and it seems fine now. So, okay. I forgot. And then the LA Girl Shockwave Metallic Eyeliner in Gold Metal. I used this so many times this past month. So, yes, absolutely love it. So I will hold on to all these. And then actually today in my waterline, I have this Scone Cosmetics Pretty Eyes Automatic Liner in Plum. And so, if you can see in there, I have a purple shadow under my eyes. I see I have a little fallout. But yeah, so that is what is in my waterline right now. So that's it. Now moving on to eyeshadow palettes. The Viseart Neutral Matte Eyeshadow Palette looks like this. I actually have on today just this gray right here. It comes off way darker than it looks in the pan. That is one complaint I have about this, but that's okay. And then I used this shade up here to just really buff everything out. So that is the only shade I have as far as like transition and stuff. And but I got a ton of use out of this palette. And then the Gourmand Girls That Time of Year palette looks like this. I have this Snow Angel is what's all over my lid. And then underneath my lower lash line, I have Slay Queen, which is this dark purple right here. So that is what I have on my eyes today. Very simple. Very simple. But used both of these a ton this month. Also, the Pat McGrath, what's this called again? Mothership Sublime Bronze Temptation. This palette is so beautiful, you guys. These, like, doing a neutral look with these shades. Let me do this. I do a look all the time with this brown and this one, and then this shade and this shade. It is so pretty. It is like everything just blends so perfectly. It is just like the seamless, just, I don't know, it's absolutely beautiful. These are beautiful shadows. And I know it's a super pricey brand. This was something I wanted to give away several years ago. And I mean, it is just, I can't say enough good things about it. I'm so glad that I pulled it this month because I wore it a lot. And then the Kaleidos Futurism 2 Cyber Bronze. I am so glad I pulled this. 2 different times I wore to my niece's band concert, which if you saw the video with my, what was it? Oh, when I showed what I got for Christmas before Christmas video, and I had lashes on and stuff, it's the look that I had on that and that. And then I did it again for a family Christmas party that we had. But these are the shades, and I used the browns here and this red and silver. Oh my goodness. It was so gorgeous. Again, similar to me, the feel of those shimmers is very similar to those Pat McGrath ones to me. The way they blend out and are just seamless. They're absolutely beautiful. So I'm so happy that I pulled this palette because, yeah, I haven't used it in a long time and I really got good use out of it. And then the last palette was the Pat McGrath Mothership Mega Celestial Divinity palette. And that looks like this. And it's absolutely stunning. And guess what, you guys? I didn't use it even once in December. I think because the clothes, you know, I was wearing and stuff when I went out places were more festive, and I tend to be traditional, like the reds, greens, silver, golds, that kind of stuff. So the shadows in it didn't really lean to being used for those types of looks. So that means I'm moving this puppy to my January Shop My Stash because I want to use it. It is absolutely gorgeous. And now that I'm out of that seasonal kind of wear when I'm going out places, or festive wear, whatever, I will get use out of this. So that means that my next glitter glue is also traveling over to my January shop my stash, because I have a hard time saying that. I say January stop my stash or whatever, stop my stash. Stop my stash. There we go. That's what we're going to start calling it. I can't even say start. Oh my goodness. So I really just have mostly good things to say about all of the products that I was using this, you know, for December. And I'm just, yeah, besides, the only thing I'm throwing away is that empty Wet n Wild eyeshadow primer. And then the only things I didn't use were that Winky Lux concealer. So I'll have to just try that another month. And then, of course, the palette that's moving over to January. So overall, I am very happy with the use I got out of the items for December. And I am super excited to pick the January products, because this is so much fun, you guys. I'm telling you, whether you have a channel or not, do shop my stash. And I stick to it. I'm like, no, I'm not going to use things that are not part of my stash that I picked for the month. That is literally all I will use, is what is in my container. And I am discovering just like such an excitement for my products again. I think it helps keep you from that mentality of needing something new and, oh, but I already have this, so I'm going to get that. Well, how often do you use the things that you already have? And I mean, it's very easy. We live in a society, in a world that is more, always want the newest, best thing, always want, there is just so much, that's such a false sense of like happiness. And I already know that, like, that's something I am very conscious of anyway, but doing Shop My Stash has made me even more aware of that. How I've got plenty here. I've got plenty, like way more than any human needs in makeup. And so to spend money on it, like there are things I actually want. Like I want to be able to, you know, decorate my beauty room someday when, you know, I have a room free to do that with and stuff. And so those are things that I want to be saving my money for. That is going to be something that I'm going to be really excited, and it's going to be a big thing, not wasting my money on piddly stuff all the time. And so, yeah, I don't know. It's just something that I've really been thinking about, and that has become even more obvious to me every time I do Shop My Stash. Like, look at all the stuff you have that you're excited about using every month, because you're pulling it and making it like something that you're focusing on, and like you find this excitement in it. And you know how many different ways you can use a palette that you might typically just grab and use kind of the same colors out of all the time because of how many other things you have. But when you only have a few palettes to be pulling from for the month, you get like creative in ways that you wouldn't otherwise. So I highly encourage you to do that. Like I feel like we are, I don't feel like we are. I know we're a society that just wastes money, and marketing is in your face all the time. I highly encourage you to get off of things that are constantly showing you what's new out there. I actually just went through and got rid of, like, unsubscribed from all the makeup websites. Trend Mood and stuff is on my Instagram, but I don't look at it enough where it comes up in my feed. So it's something like I just maybe once a month look at. And even there's things I like rarely ever get where I'm like super excited about something. I mean, it's going to take something real exciting to get this girl to spend her money on it. So, yeah, I just thought I would encourage you, like, start this year fresh. If you're somebody who tends to be a spender and you know it maybe is a little bit out of hand, try some of those things. Unsubscribe from those different companies and emails, whether it's makeup or clothes or whatever it is, websites that tend to be your downfalls, you know, just get right off of them so that they're not in your face all the time. And I think you'll discover, if you start playing with the things that you already have, whether it be clothes or makeup or whatever, that you actually have more than you realize. And it can all feel new to you again when you just try it in different ways. So, okay, that went off on a tangent, and I'm sorry. But no, it's something that I'm not sorry. I don't know why I say I'm sorry all the time. I'm not sorry. I actually mean what I'm saying. And so there you go. Do with it what you will. But let's go ahead and pick my products for January. And yeah, I look forward to hearing down in the comments anything that you guys want to say about products that I used in December, or products that I end up picking for January, or what I just talked about with like being mindful of your spending or enjoying the things you already have. And yeah, just leave me some comments down below, because I love reading them and I love interacting with you guys. And so yeah, thanks for being awesome, and I will talk to you again very soon. Okay, and away we go. So remember, I've got the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer I'm going to go ahead and use again in there. So that's one eye primer that I've already got chosen. Now for a face primer, I'm going to go ahead and try this Hourglass. Very fancy. And let's see, maybe we'll go ahead and do this base tape again. I might as well use stuff up. This is hydrating, and right now, since it's, you know, winter and the air is colder, my oily face does get some slight dry patches, so something hydrating is not a bad idea right now. And then, let's see, I guess the only other eyeshadow primer I have is Wet n Wild, right? And this is a new one because I used up my last one. For concealer, I'm just going to go ahead and grab the NYX Bear With Me Concealer Serum. I kind of have been just doing one concealer at a time since I only have like 3 anyway. But that way I can get like good use out of it. So I'm going to take that. Now for foundations, I definitely want to throw in my new Bite Change Maker that Jen got me. So I'm going to throw that in. And then maybe I'll go ahead and do my Wonder Beauty. This one is light medium. Oh, you know what? For face primers, I'm going to throw in a third one because I do want to try this matte putty primer again and see what I think of it. Got foundation on there. See if it's any good. If not, then I'm going to let it go. You know what? I think I'm going to use these two. I'm going to make a little switch up here. So let's do these. I'll keep my Hourglass, but I'm going to take this base tape out. I'm going to put these ones in the Hourglass one. Now for powder, I think I'm going to use this Peach Perfect Mattifying Loose Setting Powder. I have never used this, so yeah, I know people love this, so I'm going to give that one a try. And then I will also, I'll take this YC Collection Loose Setting Powder and see what I think of that. And yeah, now let's get into some face products here. So for, you know what, I think maybe I will pull this face palette here from Private Society. Go ahead and pull that with that bronzer and blush, and it's got a little powder in it too. Let's just make this face palettes kind of Shop My Stash maybe. Here's another with bronzer and blush, and there's some eyeshadows in there as well. This is from my friend Leanne. And then I will go ahead and grab this Estee Lauder one too. So that will be my blush bronzer highlights for this month. For mascaras, we will go ahead and pull this LA Girl Volumatic mascara. That one that is like a tubing mascara I did a video with. So I will pull that for this month. And then I will also pull, how about this Tartist mascara. For brow products, let's go ahead and pull the Juvia's. And I guess I don't have a whole lot of options, so I'll go ahead and do the Hourglass one again. And I will use my Merit brow pomade stuff. I can't think of what it's called right now. Volumizing pomade. Yeah, that was pomade. I was right. So let's go ahead. Of course, I'll have my Essence ones that are always in there. My Black Midnight Sky, my But First Espresso, and my Silky Nude. But then, after that, let's go ahead and pick up some other ones. Yeah, let's do navy and this purple and this teal. I feel like those are pretty winter colors. What else? Ooh, my icy blue. I love this one. That's from my friend Gloria, Mama Glow, I call her. And let's see, this is pretty. So let's go ahead and pull this ColourPop one. Now for palettes. I already said that I was keeping this Pat McGrath Labs one because I honestly did not use it last month. I ended up finding a couple of looks that I just loved, but I already talked to you about that. So, okay, so let's see what we want to pull for this month. I think I'm going to go ahead and pull this teddy bear because it's got a lot of neutrals, but also like the pinky. I will show it to you. So here's what we're looking at here for that palette. Very pretty. Thinking something kind of fun as far as, like, some of these colors are really fun and I feel like they're good wintry colors. So I'm going to pull the ABH Prism palette. Ooh, Stone Cold Fox. Awesome cool tones that I think are beautiful for winter. So definitely pulling that. And I'm feeling like pulling a Juvia's. So the Saharan 2 has these beautiful, I love like that icy kind of blue color over in the right middle there. And yeah, just like some of these really warm tones, but then also those icy blues. So I think that will be beautiful. And then I'd also kept that glitter glue to use with the Pat McGrath palette. So that is my Shop My Stash for January 2023. So my first Shop My Stash of the year. And yeah, I'm excited to get into these. So you guys let me know what you think of what I pulled, and yeah, I'm excited.